My name is Paris Jackson, and I'm going to share with you guys the playlist of my life. So my first song is Moon River by Andy Williams because it was one of my first ever favorite songs, and I grew up listening to this genre of music. It kind of encompasses all of my favorite like Sinatra songs and Bobby Darin songs and kind of just that whole era, but this is like my kingpin for that.
Moon River, wider than a mile.
Frank Ocean did a cover of it and it blew me away. It was absolutely incredible. Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. This has always been one of my favorite songs because it reminds me a lot of, I guess, James Taylor, Paul Simon, Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know why, but it reminds me of the desert. I don't know, the Eagles are one of the bands that I just picture listening to on a road trip. It just makes me feel good and it makes me feel peaceful and easy.
'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling.
I actually saw the Eagles play last summer with Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers. It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. All the answers to the universe at that show. It was life-changing. Concrete Wall by Z Avi had a huge, I guess, prominence in my life right before I went through all the crazy high school, teenage angst that we all kind of go through, and this was like my emo song. It reminds me of going out of town and getting sober and getting things right and kind of fixing up my life and creating myself to be the person that I'd be proud to be.
Maybe you should pack your things if it's that dreadful, then just leave it all.
I still have a lot of pride in myself when I listen to it, comparing where I was then and where I am now. Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder is one of my all-time favorite songs because this one definitely takes me back to when I was like growing up. I grew up listening to like all of the Motown's greatest, like Four Tops, Temptations, The Supremes, and Sir Duke is just like one of those feel-good songs that it doesn't matter where you are and it's gonna make you feel nice inside.
Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand.
I don't know, I feel like I just want to dance and sing along to it. Somebody by Slightly Stoopid is another really good feel-good song. This reminds me of like freshman year and like finding kind of what stereotype I wanted to throw myself into, whether it was like the skater stoner or like the popular girl or the sports person. And I don't know, like for some reason I just like went with this and it made me feel great. I do remember the first time I heard it. Pretty sure I was at the skate park in Venice Beach. When I listen to it now, I get like flashbacks of like really great times when I was younger, and I get to daydream when I listen to it, so that's nice too. What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers. Oh. But this didn't become one of my favorites until recently, until after I saw them play with these badass motherfuckers. I first heard it in the parking lot walking to Dodger Stadium. We had already missed most of their set, which was really sad, but we got to see all of Steely Dan and the Eagles, so I'm not going to complain.
As she rises to her apology, everybody else would surely know.
Makes me feel groovy. Daniel by Elton John, one of my favorite songs. This one just reminds me of puppy love, honestly. I was in 8th grade and I was in the middle of doing homework and I didn't want to do homework and I wanted to listen to music. I was listening to like a bunch of Billy Joel and Bowie at the time and this came on and I was like, yeah, this is like the perfect song for me being an emo 14-year-old who got her heart broken. Forever Young by Alphaville. I first heard this song, actually, my oldest brother played me the cover that Jay-Z had done of it. And I really liked the chorus, and I would listen to it with him, and then eventually a friend of mine shared with me the original. I think I was in 7th grade when I first heard this song and I fell in love with that one like 10 times more than the cover that I had originally heard. It just like makes me feel all kinds of things from the tip of my head all the way down to my toes when I hear it. Music's everything to me. Music is kind of all I know and the biggest form of connection that I have with anything, and it's fuel and it's inspiration and it's love and it's beauty and it's all of the amazing things that make you feel good. Let me rephrase that. It's all of the things that make you feel, period. Not just good, but everything.